All right, and welcome to episode 2 of Engineering Request Line, the series where I take real designs and build them step by step. Today's challenge, phone charging stand, 75 gram limit. So this is the same challenge with same constraints, different software as episode number 1. Last time we were in Inventor, today we are in Fusion. So again, just a reminder, these are our design criteria. So it must be 3D printed, must use 75 grams of filament or less. This time we're using Fusion for our CAD, still using Bambu Studio for our slicer. Let's get to cooking. All right, so here we go in Fusion. I'm going to follow the same workflow as last time. Probably throw in a couple of steps just to show some of the differences that I'm aware of between Fusion and Inventor. I am a native Fusion user. That's what I teach in my classes, so I'm pretty familiar with that. So we're going to start the same way by doing a sketch on the right plane of the overall shape. I always recommend starting in the origin. I'm going to do a 4-inch long line. Then I'm going to left click and hold to make that arc. One of the things I like about Fusion is it's got the line/arc tool. If you just click, it does a line. If you click and hold, it'll allow you to do a arc. So no need to constantly be going back and forth. There we go. Now we've got the overall side shape. I'm going to go ahead and create my rectangle lip out the front. Trim that little bit right there in the middle. There we go. Now we've got our overall size and shape, or I should say just shape. I'm going to go ahead and fillet the corners or fillet the corners here, make this a little bit rounder. Do the same on the inside here. Make that a little bit more of a nice round corner. All right, I think I've got everything kind of constrained the way I want. That last tangent on this front corner made this very small, so we're going to make that a little bit bigger again. 0.5. Oh, that really didn't go where I wanted it to. Undo it a couple times from here to here to give it that depth. We want that to be a 0.5. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and let's make these a little bit thinner here and here. 0.25, check. We'll make this a little thinner as well. 0.25, check, check. You know what? Last time we ended up with a significantly under 0.75 grams on the filament. So we're actually just going to roll with this dimension. We're going to see what happens. So I like this overall shape. We're going to hit finish sketch. Looks very similar to what we did in Inventor. So again, next thing we're going to do is we're going to hit extrude. Our profile is already selected. We're going to go ahead and do 4 inches, just like, oh, we did 2 inches last time, did we not? 2. There we go. Same similar shape. One of the things I'm going to do real quick that I did not do in Inventor is I'm going to change the material on this, and I'm going to change this to plastic. And then it's going to let me do a property check at the end to just kind of show how much as a solid object, because we're in solids, that Fusion would assume this is. Just kind of doing that for smiles and giggles. And I'm also going to change the color on this just to make it a little bit more exciting than white. So I've clicked A for appearance, going over here to blue, clicking done. There we go. We could have done that in Inventor. I just did not. so now we've got our overall shape. Now we want to create that square cut in the front. Similar workflow again, so rectangle right here on the front face. Use the dimension tools to lock in where we have it. So from here to here, 0.25. From here to here, 0.25. From here to this beginning of the curved line, last time we went 0.5. And then we did from here to here, we did this as a 0.25. Give it kind of a three-sided picture frame with a little bit thicker on the top. So good with that. Finish sketch, do an extrude cut. So similar to Inventor, we have an operation here, and we change this over to cut. This one we are doing the extent type instead of distance is to object. So again, same flow as Inventor, just some of the buttons and things are in different places or different clicks. So there we go. We've got our hole that's only through the top. There we go. Now we're going to do that bottom hole just like last time. So sketch. This time we're going to do an extra step here. Instead of carving in the middle of the object like we did last time and having to do a symmetrical cut, I'm going to create an offset plane. That's this button right here under construct. These are helpful for things like this. I'm going to hide also the body here for a second. So this eyeball here in the browser can let me remove something for a few seconds to make my life a little easier. So this offset plane, I took this front face right here, I dragged it out a little bit. So I'm going to end up sketching out here in front of the object and in front of the body. So click OK. Now I'm going to sketch, and I'm going to sketch on this square way out here. Doesn't look different from this point of view, but it'll function a little bit differently than that one I did in Inventor where we were middle of the body. Again, dimension from here to, right, I need to do a create, and then this project include and project my edge lines so I can use them. I also want to use the bottom, and we'll use the top there. All right. This was, trying to go off memory here, 0.75. No, it was 0.5. 0.5. There we go. From here to the bottom, that was 0.25 maybe. We're going to go with it and see what ends up happening. All right. So I've got my rectangle shape. I'm really only extruding this top portion that lines up with the base of the phone stand. So I'm going to extrude, cut, change my extent type from distance to all, just like before. Click OK. Now I've got that channel all the way through. There we go. And last but not least, the one that's on the bottom here. So again, sketch on this piece. I'm going to zoom in, create my rectangle. Dimension tool from here to here. 0.5. From here to here. 0.5. Overall height of this, we want it to be 0.25. We're going to try here to line these up. This didn't work in Inventor. All right, and then my extrude cut of that square, distance, all, cut, So this time when I do the cut, you can see the OK is grayed out. If I use this flip button, it'll now work. Before that, it was trying to cut in the wrong direction. So there we go. We've got the same shape as last time. Now we can hit save. Phone stand number 2. And then I would export and put this into Bambu. Phone stand. So instead of an F3D file, I want to do this as an STL again. And we'll do it to my desktop. All right. So once again, file, import, phone stand number 2. There we go. Let's see what we got. Slice plate. So I've got a little bit thicker of a base, but you can see I'm still under 75 grams. So if I made that a little bit narrower, I could definitely cut out more of this. So again, under 75 grams, challenge is met. Similar, but a little bit different workflow. And that is it. And once again, if you found this video useful, please subscribe for the next build. And if you've got a design challenge you want tackled, drop it in the comments. Let me know the purpose, the constraints, the limits, the system, etc., etc. And your request might become the next episode of Engineering Request Line. And once again, thanks for checking me out.